Hello, this is Doug Heath from the Black Business Experience coming at you once again. We've got the show that's for black businesses about black businesses. Today, our guest is Cleon Bass from Veronyka's Spa and Salon. Cleon, tell us a little about Veronyka's and why should women patronize your shop?
Well, the experience that they would have there at the salon is very relaxing. We put a lot of emphasis, a lot of time on the design and the creativity of the colors. I mean, the experience of, we have complimentary wine. We want the environment just to be relaxed.
Well, it does have a great environment. I saw it. It looks brand new. It looks like it opened yesterday. How long have you been open?
We've been open for 9 years.
9 years?
9 years.
Wow. It's fabulous. I mean, the furniture there is flawless. Everything looks like it's never been used, and that's amazing. The upkeep that you've been able to maintain there.
And that's it. We want the customer to experience an environment where they can just come and relax and be able to communicate with their services.
Awesome. So now, is Veronyka's? Is that your first experience as an entrepreneur?
No, it's not.
It's not. What did you do before?
I own a previous business on custom backyard putting greens.
Custom backyard what?
Putting greens.
Putting greens.
Putting greens. Yes.
And you sold them? What did you do?
Well, me and my wife sold the business, and
okay.
We decided to open up Veronyka's and invest a lot of time and energy in that.
What made you go from putting greens to Veronyka's?
Because I have a lot of faith in my wife and get me out of the sun. So it was just a great experience, and it was time for my wife and me to work together. We love working together.
Oh, that's awesome. That is, you can't beat working with the person and working with your best friend.
Yes.
So now, as an entrepreneur, you got into putting greens and you made money doing putting greens, right?
Yes, I did.
And what made you just say, like, did you wake up one day with an epiphany and say, I'm gonna go do this?
Well, at the time, the economy was changing, and it was just the time that we needed to open up the salon. Again, when you take a look at the salon and the way we prepared it,
okay.
It took a lot of time and dedication, and it was just, having the faith and getting the right type of clientele and also the staff. I mean, we could not do what we do without
your staff?
Great staff.
And how many people do you have on staff there? There are quite a bit, it seemed like.
13.
13, that's a huge staff for a small business. So tell us about the challenges of managing a large staff.
Well, the challenges are, if we have a program to whereas, we talk to our staff and, we want them to be creative inside the salon.
Okay.
I mean, unlike a lot of other salons out there, we want them to be able to communicate their thoughts on what they need to do with their clients.
Kind of like you treat them as actual owners of their
Exactly.
little space in the store there.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So now, have the 13, have you had the same 13 with you the entire time?
I would say 80% of our staff that when we opened up the salon are still with us.
That's awesome. That's great. That is great. So now, what's in the future for Veronyka's?
Well, for the future of Veronyka's is branding my wife's own product line, shampoos, conditioners.
The consumables.
The consumables.
A lot of money in consumables.
It is, and it's time because a lot of the clients that know my wife have just been asking, what's the next stage, and evolution, that's the next stage.
That is, now, is that, you talk about the next stage. So now, did you put together a plan? Has this been something like, you started 9 years ago and you said, okay, we're going to go so far, we're going to reach a certain goal, and at that point, we want to transition into, vertical integration, from owning the store to owning the designs to owning the product on the walls?
Exactly. I mean, that has to. I mean, the branding yourself is just the
next stage.
The next stage.
The next stage.
The next stage of branding my wife's product line is something that we've been thinking about together for the last 4 years.
Great. So now, how are you going to do that?
We're going to actually fly out to California and talk to a chemist.
Okay.
And just sit there and figure out, the textures and different kind of packaging. And if you look at the salon, we want something very elegant and something that the consumer can
That's
relate
great.
to.
You know, I noticed that, you know, even all of the big stars, the rappers, the movie stars, I mean, they all have their own consumable product line. They all seem they
Yes,
got
they do.
the either cologne or perfume or hair gel or whatever. So you're moving into that space.
We're moving into that realm, and it's going to be natural because, like I said, one of the things that me and my wife see is, you know, the clients being happy with the product line, getting their hair done. We want to be a one-stop shop.
Great. Now, if you hear that as an entrepreneur, that's the one thing that you need to do is actually put together a plan and follow your plan and everything, and you can actually transition to get you where you want to go. Is there going to be a Veronica's too? You're going to open up another store or stop?
Well, in the next few years, we want to focus on maybe having some seminars and showing how the success that we're having in Veronica's and help other individuals
Awesome.
that want to open up their own.
So maybe would you go into franchising then, perhaps?
Yes, that's an opportunity that me and my wife are looking at. So
Awesome.
possibly.
Awesome.
But we have to make sure the quality is there because, again, we love this industry.
And you have the right type of investors. You want to franchise out to people that have the love
The
for
love
the
of this
industry
industry.
that you have yourselves.
The type of love that me and my wife have for this industry.
Awesome. Well, you know, I really thank you so much. Once again, we've had Cleon Bass from Veronyka's Salon and Spa. And Cleon, where are you located?
We're located up in Stone Oak area. The telephone number is 210-494-9444, and the email is veronyka.com.
Everyone, please go and patronize Veronica's with a Y out in Stone Oak. Once again, Cleon Bass, thank you so much for coming on
Thank you.
today. This is Doug Heath from the Black Business Experience. And remember, if you're not making dollars, you're not making sense. And everyone wants to make sense. See you next time.
Bye.